Hey guys, good morning. You know, over 500 days ago, I gave up on the standard American diet. And that, of course, is composed of 60% carbs, 50% of which have to be whole grains, moderate protein, low fat, and low sodium. So here's what I gave up, guys. I gave up all my sugar, grains, legumes, vegetables, fruits, and processed foods. Processed foods, of course, are any of those things that have more than one ingredient on the label or come in a package. That's all the garbage food that's on the inside of the store aisles. All right, so having done that, you're like, oh no, you had to give up all these things. Yeah, but I'm not a drug addict anymore, guys. All right, so I feel really good, but here's 37 more things I gave up. GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease. Man, I used to burp up liquid at night. That was gross. Diabetes. Gave up diabetes. I gave up my visceral fat. That's the one that's inside. See, some people look thin, but they're really in very serious danger of a heart attack. We call them TOFIs, thin outside, fat inside. And let me just double check here. I have two screens open, but there's my coffee, which I'm weaning off of, by the way. See, that's the drug addiction problem. But I'm eliminating 1 gram of coffee per day till December 3rd when I finally get off that. So back on my little spiel here. Number 4 is high triglycerides. Number 4 is high triglycerides. 5 is low HDL. Okay. Now, if you know anything about triglycerides and HDL, you know that their ratio is key to determining all-cause mortality. Number 6, low total cholesterol. I gave that up. That's very bad for, again, all-cause mortality. My cholesterol is about 231, which is, boom, dead center optimum in a study they did in Korea. Though I'm not Korean, I know I'm human and I know they're human. So if they're human and I'm human and we've reduced our, that is, not worried about our low cholesterol, we're in great shape. Number 7, gas and farts. Yeah, I don't have any. Here I sit, brokenhearted, came to blank, but only farted. Then one day I took a chance, tried to fart, but blanked my pants. Yeah, I don't have any of that. No, nothing. No gas, no bloating. Oh, and that's number 8, no bloating. Number 9, no more high blood pressure. Number 10, I don't have my 43-inch waist anymore. Number 11, my skin tags are reducing in size. One of them's just ready to fall off, and I'm just going to wait and watch it. 12, I gave up lots of sunburn. Guys, I was in the sun again yesterday for like a few hours. We're just kind of walking around. I don't get burned anymore. It's crazy. I live at the 22nd parallel, and we don't get burned. I give up going to the toilet several times a night. I gave up on sleep apnea. I gave up on pain and arthritis in my right knee. Gave up on pain and arthritis between my 3rd and 4th digit and my 1st and 2nd knuckle. I gave up on a bone spur in my left heel with the associated plantar fasciitis. That's like when you walk, you feel this stretching pain, and it really hurts. I gave up on lumbar back pain. I gave up on severe allergies. I gave up on severe colds. I gave up on headaches. I don't remember the last time I had a headache. Actually, I think I do because I logged it, because that was quote unquote when I had some kind of response to some stressor 11 months ago. And I had my headache and an associated 100-degree fever, super low grade, for exactly 15 hours. Gone. If you want to believe in germs and viruses, go for it. But for me, it was probably a stress response to something, most likely post-Christmas. And so there we go. My last headache was 11 months ago. I don't know why my nose itches today. Sorry, guys. So number 22, I gave up on the flu. I don't get sick. Everyone around me is like just dropping dead from, and they're all wearing their little diapers and whatever over their mouth and everything. And not me. I got nothing, man. 23, I gave up to my fatigue to the point of falling asleep while teaching my English classes. I remember I was teaching a class. I literally, and my wife looks over, "You're teaching." And all my students are like, "Oh man, that was crazy." Let's see, snoring. Yeah, I gave up on snoring. I gave up on hard to wake in the morning. Matter of fact, I beat my alarm today by 8 minutes. Yeah, I woke up 8 minutes before my alarm. Like, oh, look, 8 minutes. Yay. I'm excited about that. A lot of people get pissed. I love it. I gave up 95 pounds of fat. Yes, fat, not weight. I gave up 95 pounds of fat. Number 27, I gave up my horrible body composition. Oh my God, you looked at me to be like, brah, dude. Yeah, I had ascites, I had, or ascites, I guess they call it. Ascites, that's where the liver and all of the internal organs are just leaking fluid. Did I write down edema? If I didn't write down edema, I'm going to add that right now. Edema in my leg, pitting edema. Push in and the dent stays. Scared the hell out of me. And I couldn't find anything on it. I'm like, leg swelling. Kidneys or heart. I'm like, oh boy, I'm in trouble. So again, 27, horrible body composition. 28, inflammation. Yeah, I had to give that up. Darn. 29, my fat face. 30, my swollen eyes. Yeah, I had super swollen eyes, guys. I mean, Puffy, look back in my other videos when I was on the DASH diet. Oh, because I thought, oh, that's the diet for me. That is 6 months. Didn't work. Sorry. 31, hangry, hypoglycemic, snippy fits. Yeah, I'd get really mad. 32nd thing I gave up, extreme emotional outbursts, flying off the handle, and over the dumbest shit. And depression. I would just cry. Notwithstanding the whole hoax we had to deal with over the last couple of years here, but I'm just saying, other than that, I would get depressed, and I'm normally a positive guy. Man, that tastes really good today. Damn, that's good today. I make my own. Yeah, I grind it and everything. And I gave up on poor eyesight. I remember I did a DASH type diet, but when I was 30. And I went, and I used to go every year to get my eyes checked. I paid insurance for it. What the hell, I may as well go, right? And my eyes got better. And here it is again. These glasses are actually out of spec for me. I actually need a lighter prescription right now. So, sometimes I have to actually take my glasses off so I can read stuff. But what happens is apparently the lens in your eye shrinks because you drop all the water, which look back on high blood pressure. That's all part of that too many carbohydrates problem. It has nothing to do with salt, guys. I ate a tremendous amount of salt. I estimate, because I have my own salt store, I use my own salt, and that way I can measure it and weigh it and all that. And it turns out that I'm using over a half tablespoon of salt per day. Yeah. Excellent renal function. I don't have high blood pressure. Matter of fact, the latest blood pressure reading I took was 100 over 55. And I weigh 90 kilograms, friends. So you do the math on that. Okay, so number 34, horrible A1C. Now, in my defense, I didn't measure it before I went into this thing, but with a glucose of about 94, fasting, I can probably calculate that. Matter of fact, let me do that right now. My current A1C is 3.82, and then times 28.7 minus 46.7. So my average daily glucose, wait, I did something wrong. Well, it's supposed to be around 60. It shows 62 here, so I'm going to get close. So let me take my 94. Let me add, actually, I wouldn't. Well, I'll have to reverse engineer that. It's not a problem, but while I'm doing my video here, algebra in my head, I just don't feel like doing it. So I have to get from glucose. Yeah, duh. Sorry guys, that's super simple. 94 minus 46.7. Actually plus 46.7. 94 plus 46.7. Divide by 28.7. So my A1C was 5. And that was fasted glucose. And my latest fasting glucose was 74. So if you add 20 to that, and then add 20 to that more, so my average glucose was probably floating around, I would say 115-ish. So that would definitely put my A1C somewhere in really miserable range. So let's say 115, and then we're going to add 46.7, and then we're going to divide by 28.7. So my A1C was 5.6, at least. Now, that was 20 years ago. So you can add a little more. So anyway, I gave up my horrible A1C. Super high insulin. Now with A1C, a high A1C, we know they're super high insulin. My insulin is 3.2. And if you look that up, you're going to be like, dude, your insulin's too low. Yeah, but I'm not diabetic, so. 36, fatty tongue, fatty liver, fatty pancreas, fatty everything. Frig. I would bite my tongue constantly because it was fat. And then 37, gout in my right big toe. In Spanish, they call it ácido úrico. And they think it's from eating red meat. Friends, I've been on carnivore now for a year, which means all I eat is fatty meat and eggs, a little bit of cheese. Every once in a while, if a little bit of pepper or salt or some salsa falls in my food, or for whatever reason, people are eating a salad, and I think I ate 3 or 4 salads over the last year. All right, if red meat is giving me gout, that's not giving me gout. So that's obviously bull puckies, as my Aunt Marie said. That's bull puckies. Red meat does not give you gout, friends. Sorry. Red meat, as a matter of fact, I eat a lot of it pretty raw now. I make my burger patties about 1 inch thick, and they're probably about 4 to 5 inches around. They fit in a 12-inch pan, so yeah, it must be 4 inches around. And I'll cook them, put them in a cold pan, heat it until I start hearing them, sizzle. I will flip them and then turn the pan back off. And that's it. That's how I cook my meat. And I'll put my cheese on there and just leave them in there. And I normally eat them cold. That's really grossing you out, right? I eat cold, pretty rare hamburgers with chunks of fat on them, because I only have them go one pass through the grinder. Yeah, I'm sure that's grossing you out. I don't mind eating cold eggs. I eat raw eggs. I will crack maybe 2 in a glass, and I will, they separate when you drink them, so you can put one in it, and I'll just bite the yolk through and swallow it. Take the second one, bite the yolk through and swallow it. And then I'll eat another 4 to 5 eggs in an omelet with some cheese and some bacon. So, yeah, that's my food, man. And I only eat once a day, and I've been doing OMAD at least since the summer. So I've been eating 1 meal a day for about the last 6 months. Summer here, it starts in March, April. So yeah, yes, I've been eating 1 meal a day for the last 6 months-ish, at least. So let me just read the rest of this. All I did at first, this is when I was keto. Leafy greens, broccoli, spinach, cauliflower, green beans, avocado, meat, beef, pork, chicken, and fish, lots of eggs, and lots of butter. Now, I have removed most of the vegetables and just eat the fatty meat and eggs with some dairy in the form of high-fat cream and cheese and lots of butter. I eat about a stick a day, either a stick of butter or the equivalent, about 100 grams of pure fat per day, either the tallow that comes off the limited amount of burgers that I actually cook, And if I don't see enough grease in the pan or from the bacon, I'll go ahead and add more butter. So I'm getting at least 100 grams of saturated fat per day for the last year at least. I drink water when I'm thirsty, and I salt my food to taste. So this will all save your life. And again, this is a year and a half as of today that I've been off the standard Western diet. And yeah, it's just funny the looks you get when you tell people, yeah, I only eat once a day. I don't eat fruits or vegetables, especially in Mexico. You say that to people, no como frutas ni verduras. And I don't eat bread or tortillas. I never drink Coke. The only bubbly water I get at all is Topo Chico. It's a Coca-Cola product. But it doesn't impact my gut. So, and it's fizzy and delicious. Life is good. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for watching. If you think this could help somebody, like, subscribe, share. I am probably going to come to a terminus on this channel and begin one in espagnol, porque je pense que beaucoup de personnes. Oh, sorry, that's French. Je parle français. Un peu. No, realmente en español, pues hay muchos videos en inglés. Y pues obviamente los hablantes en inglés ya pueden escuchar todo eso. Pero no hay muchos videos en español hablando de keto, de carnívoro, etc. Entonces creo que voy a transicionarme en un canal puro español. Cool, right? What do you guys think? All right. So, what the hell did he say? You're gonna have to click the little gear, and you'll find out what I said. All right, guys. You have a great one. Be well.